Welcome to S7 FMs. So I had taken three trades in general session, two losses, one win. You can see that I have taken three trades. These two trades were mistake trades, I would say. You can see that this minus $28 is just opened at 10:17:48 and closed at around 10:17. In just 10 seconds, I just realized that it was a mistake trade, so I just closed it very early. Okay, and this trade I was just doing some experiment. Okay, so this was a loss of that experiment. I will show you. I will tell you why I got this loss. So overall, I am right now. I am minus $160. That's okay. So in my hand, I still have. These two are not consecutive losses, so I will. You can see that I first get loss, then win, then loss. So I am still having my two trades in my hand. So I will be looking for those two trades in Asia in New York session. If I would be still in the gold, I would be making much more money. I was my take profit was somewhere around this area, but when I see this sort of rejection, I just closed manually at around this area. But if I would let the trade run, I would be in a good profit. It's going nice. It's going nice. I would say I'm making some profits, some losses, but still I'm not making consistent 8% or 10% in a month. Okay, because see, this is any strategy takes time to learn. If you want to learn any strategy, it will take some time. It is not the fault of the strategy that you are not able to make 10% or 8% in the beginning. When I started doing Gorilla, I was just somehow break even in the beginning, but slowly I managed to make around 5%, 6%, sometimes 10% return. So in this strategy also, I'm making some small percentage. I'm not saying that I can. Once I will start getting consistent result like 10% or more than 10% consistently for like 3, 4, 5 weeks, then I will be applying for like 200K challenge. And right now, because I do some mistakes, sometimes I do have less faith on my analysis. Like, see, on this gold trade, I was confirmed. I had in my back of the mind, I had like, okay, if the market breaks this high, the chances that the market will continue its move to the upside. Okay, this was my analysis. We had a daily resistance at around this area. The market was rejecting from this monthly. You can see the market was rejecting from this monthly area. So I think this is a weekly area. From the market, see, this was a weekly area from where the market is rejecting. It retraces, and there was a high chance that it will continue its move to the upside somewhere at around this area minimum. The market must reach before continuing its move to the down. It must reach till this area. Okay, it was my analysis on weekly time frame. So everything was perfect. I took the trade at the exact right place. I will just show you. Everything was okay, but the problem is that I still don't have that much confidence. See, it came down. If you look at it closely, daily time frame just opened at around Asia session, came down. It was just a false breakout and then just break this high. So once it breaks this high, I was in a mind that it may fill this week and reach till this area. Okay, today or in next 1 or 2 days. And you can see that I had taken this trade on my MT4. It's going good. So you can see I took this gold entry somewhere at around, let me just show you. Okay. So you can see that I took this gold entry. My analysis was on higher time frame. Everything was perfect. I took the entry on, I think, 15-minute time frame. Somewhere at around, see, after this break on higher time frame, I had all the zones. This is a daily zone. This is a weekly zone, and my expectation that the market will continue its move to the upside. Everything was perfect. I took the entry on 15-minute time frame. Once I saw this break, I took my entry somewhere at around, I think, this area. Stop loss was around this area. Okay, everything was perfect, but I think I entered from here. Stop loss was somewhere at around this area. I closed my trade somewhere at around this area. But the problem was that if, let's suppose, I do an analysis, so I must believe on that analysis, and right now that is lacking, I would say. And this is why I'm not able to make a like big percentage, and this is the reason why I'm not able to make big percentage. But the good thing is I'm learning quickly. I'm consistent. I'm pulling out some profits. So justly it will become very hectic to add supply and demand and like liquidity areas, because the more conflicts you will add, the more the more filter, like confluences are like filters. You know. So let's see if I will not be getting good results, like if I will be seeing any sort of uh, right now I don't want to add anything. Right now I'm getting like everything is perfect, like how I wanted. Everything is like that. But if, let's suppose, I feel any sort of need to add any supply and demand or any sort of liquidity or imbalance concept. So I know every concept. Like I know the liquidity concept, I know the imbalance concept, I know the mitigation in inducement. I know the because I tried like 2 months. I tried 2 or 3 months. I tried SMC. Okay, so I know all the concepts. But in 2 3 months you may know the concept, but it is not like that you can apply those concepts on the live market. For higher time frame you may mark those things if you learn anything for 3 months or 2 months. So I learned those concepts also, but right now I'm not feeling any sort of need to add those things. But if I will need it, I will definitely add those things. The good thing with this sort of a strategy is I never get a losing streak. See, 1 or 2 wins, 1 or 2 loss, that is good. You are like sometimes I am above the. Devang, I like what you want to see. I show everything on my live stream. What do you want to see? Like, just tell me. I will show you right now. You want to see my payout, or you want to see the email, or how I take my payouts. I will not say no. I will not show this. Just ask me. I will show you right now. You know what you want to see. Whatever you want to see, just tell me. Like what do you want to need? What do you want to know about the payout? See, there is a deal app. I just you have to if you see right now you are from India and I'm also from India. So like earlier I used my like Wajirex to withdraw my fund is profit split, but the problem started like they started taking 30% tax. Okay, so then I just stopped using that crypto wallet. Then I there was one more payment method which is Deal. Okay, this is a site. What Deal? What they do? Deal is a third party. Okay, and this third party pay me. Okay, this is this is Aditya and this is my forex fund. Okay, so I have to make account on Deal. Okay, my forex fund just sent money to Deal, and they just convert that dollars into Indian rupees and send it directly to my bank account. Okay, this is this much simple. Okay, if you want to see, you can just go to Deal. Okay, so this is a Deal. You can see this is a site. See, this is a site. You have to just go on this site. Just when you click on login, or you will be getting uh, an option to just here. If I click on login, I will just directly came to my login page. Okay, but once if you are not if you are not signed in, then you will get an option to sign in. Yeah, yeah. See, here you can make a sign up. You can sign up, and you just have to give the deals ID to my forex fund, and you have to just message them that I want my withdrawal. Okay, they will just confirm your withdrawal, and they will just send your money to deal, and from there you may just use. You can see from here you may just get all your funds. Okay, they will just send you the money to this area, and from here you can just withdraw it to your bank account directly. Okay. There is nothing you have to worry about. It's simple. Yes, they charge, but their charge is very nominal. Like I would say, if I withdraw, like let's suppose I withdraw 14,500, so they will charge me somewhere around 250 rupees. Highest charge I remember that when I withdraw 50,000 rupees, so they charge almost around like they charge 1 or 2% of your amount, 1 or 2%, which is not a big amount, which is not a very big amount. They will charge just 1 or 2%. That's not a big amount. Just like if you are using my forex fund, what I would tell you to just journal your trade on YouTube. And if you journal your trade, all the like trades on YouTube, you will you can get your fee refund just by passing phase two. You don't have to wait for the next profit split. As soon as you passed phase two, you will be just getting like 8% of phase one, 8% of phase one profit, 4% of phase two profit, and yeah, you know. So you will get all these things and 112% of your challenge fees. So you will get all these payout, like these payouts are like 8%. Once you pass phase one, you will get your 8%. Or I think you pass phase two, then you will get this 8% or 4%. I don't remember when I get this 8% and then 4%. But I did not know about this thing. That because I generaled all my trades. If you go to my YouTube channel, you will see that I have journaled all my trades. So, but I did not know about that. Okay, if you go, you can see I have journaled episode wise, episode one, episode two, episode three. So I had journaled all my trades, but still I did not know about that thing. Yep, yep, that is. They just say you to journal their thing, like they don't tell you to just promote, but they tell you to just do make a journal on YouTube. What trades you have taken, what losses you have taken, what wins you have taken. Just two videos on a week. And once you pass phase two, just email them that I have journaled all these trades, okay, all my like journey, and they will refund you. That is a good thing. I was in this trade. I could take somewhere around this area, but that's fine. Devang, do you want to know anything else like about payout? I've tried to show you all the things how I get my payouts. Yes, once you like journal on your trades on YouTube, and when you pass your My Forex Fund phase two, just email them your YouTube channel name, okay, and they will review it, and then they will process your funding fees, challenge fees. Here in like US 30, I just missed an entry. I took a loss in US 30 at around this area. This was a nice breakout. I took the trade. Okay. And the next candle just came out and take my stop loss somewhere around this area. But when this again breaks this resistance area, so I wanted to take this entry, but I had already taken three trades in London session. So I didn't want to just uh, like open all my cards. I just thought that okay, let's wait for London session because I did some mistakes uh, in London session. I just wanted to wait for the US session. What I did, see, uh, I saw somewhere this sort of thing. See, Uh, First, I saw that my bias is buying. My bias is towards buying. So Divyang, don't use crypto. I told you like use a deal app. That is very simple app. Very simple. Don't use don't use any crypto wallet. Deal is quite good. What you can do, you can just open a good bank account. Like ICICI is okay. I use ICICI bank account. So you can just if you have your ICICI bank account, then that's good. Because sometimes what happens but it's not that is not a like uh, that will not be an issue because you are getting money. You are not sending money to outside the India. So that will not be an issue with government banks also. Because government banks sometimes just ask where these money are coming and those sort of things. But like if you are having a private bank account like ICICI, HDFC Bank, so you will not be getting any those sort of calls or anything, any headache. They know that if you are using their service, so they are pretty much lenient. And it is like Divyang, it is very like common thing, if like in India, like if you are earning in dollars in and living in India, so $100 is also a like big amount. It is not a small amount, like $100 or $500. It's a big amount. So I know before sleeping, you must have been thinking about all sort of things. I also used to think how I will get money, how I will pay taxes, where I am going to spend all this money, all those sort of things. And that is why I always like if somebody asks me to just because I know that when I was also at that phase where I don't know how because in India it's a issue that like I remember that back in 2027 2027 like I had an account with EXNess, okay, and I just paid directly through my card and they just blocked my card. Okay, it was a SBI Bank in 2017. So I went them there and I just told them that I'm just doing some sort of a stock market. Just give me a second. So I just I opened an account in EXNess and I paid like $300, and they just blocked my SBI bank account. So I get worried. Well, at that time, I was like very new to this thing. I thought that, but it was a very formal thing. Like I went there, they just asked me, I just make them understand, and they just unblock my account. They just put a hold on my account and nothing. Yes, yes, Divyam. Making 3 to 5% like is a very good money. If if I'm supposing that you are a student, or like if you are unmarried, if you are a bachelor right now, if you are like married, then it will be like, then it will become a little challenging. But if you are single, then 3 to 5% on 10K is also sufficient. And with time, these amounts increase exponentially. With time, these amounts increase exponentially. For you, like 3 to 5% on 10K is a lot of money. You can go to Goa with your girlfriend. Which college you are, Divyan? Divyan? Third year. Which college and what course? This year, okay. You are from Delhi. Okay, okay. I am also from Delhi. I am doing my law from IP University. You can see that I have marked a weekly line at around this area because once the market just break this weekly line, there is a high chance that it will continue its move to the upside. Because if you see that this pattern, okay, just taking and retracing, there is a high chance that it may continue its move to the upside. So I'm just waiting for the market to give me some sort of pattern at around this area, so that I can take a buy. USD CAD. So we can see that CAD has just broken the monthly resistance, our monthly line, our monthly zone. You can see that CAD broke this area, went up, okay, and now just trying to retest this area. And just look at the weekly time frame. On weekly time frame, you can see that it just retest this area, went up, okay, and took some resistance. Let me just see whether it is from where it's taking its resistance. Nice rejection from the top. So we are having this resistance at around this area. I would say from here it's just showing some rejection. You can see that the market has just rejected in past from at this area. This area market reject has already rejected. Okay, and that is the reason why it just went up sharply and just came down. If you look at the daily time frame, we are having this sort of resistance area right now. Okay, so by looking at the daily time frame, I would not suggest to take any buy or sell in USD CAD, because right now it is at a resistance. It is at a daily resistance. Once it breaks this resistance, then we can see we can look for a buying opportunity. Okay, because on from weekly it just rejected. Okay, weekly it just get rejected, and on daily it's taking some sort of support. You can see this is very clear on 4-hour time frame. Okay. On 4-hour time frame, it is very clear. So you can mark this on 4-hour time frame. So you can mark this, and you can mark this lower time frames. Just wait patiently before doing any buy or sell. Just wait for the nice candle to come down and break at least this candle. Okay, before taking any buy or sell. Right now, the market is completely inside some sort of range on lower time frames. So be very cautious. This is a range. Okay, just wait for the market to. If you want to buy, just wait for the market to give you this sort of candle. Okay, once you get this sort of candle, you may just look for a buying opportunity. And if the market does not give you this sort of opportunity, then if you get a black candle like this, you may look for a sell opportunity till this area. I would not suggest to wait for just this area. You may book some profit at around this area once you get a nice selling opportunity. Right now, I would suggest to just wait, because you can see that I have just made the market is completely inside this range. Okay. Yes, I would suggest to just wait for this range to break. Once it will break, you may take a buy or a sell. But if you ask from me the overall direction of the market, the overall direction is in sell, because in weekly time frame, you can see it has just rejected from this area. It has just rejected from this area. Again, it will. If you want to buy this, so you have to wait for the market to break this all the high. Okay. Once the market breaks these candles, then we can look for a buying in long term buy to change the bias. Right now, our bias is for selling. Okay. But not in this range. This red box is a range box. Okay, so don't look for any buying or selling at around this box. Wait for the break of this box. Once the market breaks this box, go to the downside or to the upside, you may look for any opportunity. Till then, just wait. see like this. We are having a range box at here. This is a range box. Don't look for any buying or selling opportunity in between this range box. Wait for the market to break this range box to the upside or to the downside. Or if you want to take any order in between this range box, wait for a nice, like a very good candle. That candle must be like, very bullish or bearish. That candle must not be a normal candle. So here you can see we had market is rejecting, and we have some sort of range box at around this area. Okay. And now the market is trying to break this box. Right now, has just retraced only from weekly. We are having a weekly close, weekly resistance. You can see I have marked this line earlier. Okay, and market is just falling from there only. So if I get a nice candle, then I would like to take sell. That is very good, Leslie. You are acting patiently. Long must be seeing some sort of breakout because USD CAD had given a nice breakout, so he must be looking for some entry in the breakout. But it has already retraced all the way back. Taking any entry right now will be a difficult one. USD CAD. Yes, if you are doing SMC, so it is good to stick with one pair. If I get a nice bullish candle, then I would like to take a buy. Well, I can see that on daily time frame, market has already broken this resistance. This is a weekly resistance area. You can see that the market has broken this resistance area. Okay, and on daily time frame, we have a double, some sort of triple bottom. Market came down, retest, then breakout, then again just retest. There is a chance that it may continue its move to the upside. Okay. But let's wait to see what the market does. 4 hour is very bullish. So if we get a nice, the trend is also bullish. The market is making higher high and higher low. If we get a nice pattern, like nice rejection on 15-minute or 30-minute, then I would like to take that. Like if I see some sort of pattern at around this area, so I will be taking the entry. And this is the thing which come with experience. You cannot you cannot able to apply all these higher time frame confluences just by start. As let's suppose you started trading, okay, whether it's SMC or whether it's breakout strategy, you know. So if you want to just apply all the like higher time frame market structure, so it takes time. It is not something mathematical formula which somebody tells you that do this, and you will be able to do that, and you will be starting able to make money. No, it is just a skill which comes with time. You have to learn how to sync a higher time frame and lower time frame, and according to that, how you can take the trade and how you can maximize the profit. Because right now what I'm facing, like I place one entry, Okay, so it is not right now. I'm not able to pass any 200K challenge. I am like somehow I am able to make some profit, but I'm not able to pass 200K challenge. And that's a good thing, because you must know your weakness. Then only you will be able to eliminate that. But if you, if I let's suppose I think that I can pass any challenge and I just take because I am having a 50K account, I'm I'm taking some profit every week, so I will be able to just pass the challenge. So that will be a overconfidence, I would say. Always be very realistic, very realistic. Don't be a fool. If I see a 1 hour time frame, it's also not giving me any sort of thing. Like see, like I I used to just sell at around anywhere at around this area. Okay, if let's suppose I get a bearish candle, I would definitely sell it earlier. But now I know that higher time frame is not with me. I can see that the 1 hour time frame is bullish, and by seeing these moves, I cannot say that the market may continue its move to the downside. So there is a high chance that it can just give me a bullish candle and may continue its move to the upside. Can give me a bullish candle and it will continue its move to the upside. So that is why I'm not looking for any uh, selling opportunity at that area. Just like this. See, earlier I would be definitely taking any like placing any order at around this area, but now I know that if the higher time frame is not with you, so it becomes difficult for your trade to play out. The higher time frame must be aligned with your lower time frame. In gold, I would say that like market is in some sort of range. Okay, in gold, it's a very choppy market. Taking any trade in between these areas is a difficult thing to do. The market is reaching to an area from where it can just get a support and then give us a move to the upside. Okay, I will not be looking for any selling opportunity because the market is bullish and it is reaching to an area where it can get a rejection. Just wait. In just 5 minutes, NY is about to open. gold is falling down quite aggressively, but I know that in gold there is like 1 hour left for the close of this flower candle. So I know that so many times gold does this sort of things. Like let's suppose a 15-minute candle is about to close. Okay, so it will show its actual move, the last 15 minutes. Till then, they will just try to give you pseudo moves, not going to take any sort of benefit right now. Wait, we are having some sort of resistance area at this sleeper indicators. I got a message from one of our big viewer. So, so he told me about the scam which is going on, like the this prop firms. Like there is a prop firm. The name of that prop firm is ECF. I don't know about this prop firm. Okay, so he told me that his friend had just passed a 50K account on this prop firm, and what they did, they just like restrict their lot size. You know, his friend was not able to open more than one lot. When he emailed them, they said that that's not, like, the market is very volatile, so we cannot allow you to just open more than one lot. So these sort of things are not okay. No. So if you are with any sort of prop firms, if any prop firm does this sort of things, then that is not a good thing, because it is not an easy thing to pass any challenge. It is very difficult thing. And after, let's suppose you just passed a challenge, and you are not even allowing us to take the trade, so it's very, like, heartbreaking. So I just want to make you guys aware that anyone wants to take any challenge, So don't take that. Don't take the challenge from TCF. Use my forex fund because I'm using my forex fund for last like 6 months. In November, I passed my challenge, so it's more than 6 months. Okay, and till now I have not faced any sort of issue. So use my forex fund or FTM. These two are like good. But apart from this, I don't know about any good program. Let's just see what is that TCF. TCF. TCF funded. Watch out. TCF funded. Just be cautious, guys, because I also took a challenge on funding talent. Okay, I took around 20K challenge on funding talent. But the good thing was like they just refund my capital. They just refund my challenge fees. They were about to close their business operations, and they just refunded my challenge fees. That was good. But let's suppose somebody just passed their challenge on the same month. Okay, and now they just closing their challenge, closing their operations. So that's not a good thing. Okay, TCF Trader Central Funded. Okay, so I've got a negative feedback about that. So be cautious if anybody wants to, because they like they have very lucrative options. Anybody can just fall on those things. They were like, if you make just 10% and don't withdraw the fund, they will just double your capital. Let's suppose you are yes, the funding talent had this like a rule that they will just if you are not consistent with your lot sizes, if you are not consistent with your lot sizes, they will just deny your payment. So the two gold pair is because you know uh, this session indicator is quite good. Okay, I downloaded this session indicator, and when I plot the session indicator on this chart, so on this chart, sorry, the problem was that with the gold, I don't know. On Monday, my candles were not matching with the MT4. Like it was matching, but when I tried to just match with the time frame, exact time frame, it was not matching on Monday. But right now, I'm seeing that it has just started matching. This is just because some brokers start their feed just 15 minutes earlier, and some brokers start their feed 15 minutes later. Some brokers start it at 3:30, some brokers start it at 2:50. Okay, so that is why we see a little difference. Like when you, they will just combine like 15 in your chart. It will show you a 30-minute candle, but in this chart it will show you a 15-minute candle. So that is the reason why I just opened the two. But now I am seeing the both the charts are similar. So I will just remove it, but it will be if I will be having any issue, so that I can look at it. Now both the charts are similar, but yesterday both the charts were not similar. Not I'm not like yesterday. I don't know what was happening. Let's suppose this area. Look at this area on this chart, and so this area. So right now it's both the charts are showing the exact thing. But yesterday, my MT4 was different and the Wanda chart was different. I use Wanda, okay, but yesterday it was not showing similar candles. Two candles were merged. Okay. Yes, yes, TCS is not like if you get any red flag from anywhere, don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. If you get any red flag from anywhere, because it is like making 8%, 10% is not a joke. Okay, and you are just if let's suppose any prop firm or any like this sort of uh, things happens to anybody, so it's not a good thing. making some moves. Just broke this resistance area. Okay. And now in 5 minutes also I saw some sort of, you can see at this area it just tried to get some pattern and then broke this resistance area. So I was like, okay, let's just keep the trade. 30 minutes also you can see that it just broken this area. Wanted to take this entry. I had taken a course from, like, my first community was gorilla trading. Before that, I had just taken some courses on Indian stock market. Gold is coming down quite nicely. It is about to hit my take profit. Just about to hit my take profit. Get it done. It has just hit my take profit. Just, I think, was it has just hit it or just closed it, because at this area we had some sort of resistance. You can see. Let me just, so at this area we are having some sort of resistance. So in back of the mind, I was having like my stop loss was just at around this area. So I don't want that the market just retrace from here and just again give me some sort of false breakout. So I do not want to get those sort of things. DJ is struggling a bit, continue its move to the upside, but US 30 is also giving us some sort of move to the downside. I just want to wait for a 15-minute candle close. GGN. Oh, sorry, I used her, not GGN. This 15-minute candle to close, because gold is falling quite heavily. EG is struggling a bit, continuing to that upside. Let's wait. We still have hope. If this candle closes above this candle, so there is a high chance that we may get moved to the upside. we get a bullish candle, then there is a high chance that we may continue its move to the upside. He is struggling a bit, but yeah, that's the thing. I'm assuming that the market is just retesting this area before continuing its move to the upside. Hello, Arjun. I've taken 10% win once. 10 or 11%. That was my biggest win. Maximum I have reached 1%. Maximum win was like 10 or 11% win. In GJ, the volume is completely dried out. Volume is completely dried out in GJ. Look at the size of candles, right? we get a bullish candle, so there is a high chance that we get a small retracement and we will see a move to the upside. So at this area, we can see we are having a lot of rejection. Okay, so we should be very cautious at this area before taking any entry because it's an area of resistance. Market has rejected so many times at these areas. Not will taking any low probability trade in these areas. GJ is showing some commitment to the upside. Okay. This might be a small retest before continuing its move to the upside. We cannot say anything because at this area we are having some sort of range. After seeing this sort of candle on 30 minute also, you can see that market just came down, retest this area, and now just went up and closes bullish. So these are the signs that the market may continue its move to the upside. There is construction work going on. I don't have any pet parrot. I have dogs. I have pet dog. So we are seeing that USDT has started its move to the upside. DJ also struggling a bit. Okay. Just give me a moment. I will be right back. Just a minute. GJ has made a nice rejection pattern. Okay, we are having, you can see that these are tweezer. Okay. So we are having a nice rejection pattern in GJ at a resistance area. So everything is quite okay with GJ, but is giving me hard time because it's struggling quite a bit. Let's see what other traders are doing. This sort of a strategy we can get. We can see lots of streamers are there with this sort of a strategy. Let's just see. Let's just
Aim to invest in the top 50 flagship companies of the Nifty 50 index.
Yes, that's normal. It's normal. All right. Looks like we're not gonna have a 333 stop loss. We're gonna have well, right now it's 31. Let's see. Could exceed. Could not. Looks like it's gonna tap 1712 here. So at that point, I think stops are gonna be probably 40. Again, ending here is fine.
I don't understand that. Like they only take
US 30 NYSE flip.
like
Ooh.
it is about, if you see this
Interesting.
YouTuber, so he take only like 7, 8, like 13 trade this month, in which 13 trades he had 7 wins, 5 break even, and 1 loss. And the thing is that with the 7 wins, he just take 10 pips. Like most of his, like 4 wins, he has taken only 10 pips. Okay, and if you compare the stop loss, then like you can see a single 15-minute candle is like 42 pips.
Came down towards
okay, on 10 or 15 pips, he just booked his half of half his like
7. We might have runners maybe, because I just noticed that every time
half his
close there
position. I don't know how if somebody is doing this sort of trading, so how he will be managing to pass the FTM or any other
came down 1790. Close below, came down
ISC market has opened. Okay. So we are seeing some sort of volatility. both trades are struggling a bit, but you know, if your analysis is on the point, and in these times, your confidence on your analysis will be tested. Okay. So GJ is about to hit my take profit. See that GJ is about to hit our take profit. GJ has just hit our take profit, and I'm closing. I want to just close this US30 trade, because it's taking a little, little extra time. Just just close this US30 trade manually because it was taking more time than usual. It was taking more time than usual, and it was already somewhere around 300 up. It's nice for today. So today I made around $368. It's good. Yesterday also, if you are like say 1.5% up, so there is no need to just. Yesterday in my London session only, I had made around like 300, like $360 or $70 in that London session only. But still, I traded US session, and in US session, I just like lost two trades. Okay, so I was almost I was in a break-even sort of thing, but I was like absolutely I was in a $50 loss. Okay, but overall I was in a some sort of break-even. So in GJ I could let this trade run, but there's a high there was a chance that it may retrace from here also. Okay, so that is why I do not want to take any risk at this area. There is a chance that it may continue till this area. I did not want to take any chance. I catch the GJ at around this area. So you can see that it is continuing its move to the upside. Because my trade was I took the entry on 15-minute. Okay, but my analysis was on a higher time frame. If you look at my analysis, it was completely on a higher time frame. And why I closed this US30 trade, because if you look at the weekly time frame, so you can see at this area we are having some sort of weekly close. Okay, or in daily area we are having some sort of resistance. You can see I have already marked this line. So I was seeing the price was struggling a bit at this area. So I did not want to just it just comes down and just give me like, because at 7:30 was like I was about to close my trading, so I just did not want to just struggle for a small trade. Okay. So that's why I just manually placed it. I was talking about GJ. So see, GJ, I had like complete analysis from top-down analysis from monthly to weekly to 15-minute time frame. You can see here it was rejecting from monthly area. Okay, market again came down and rejected from here. When I was in a weekly time frame, you can see the market has some sort of resistance at around this area. Okay, when I came to daily, I saw that the market has broken that resistance, which was respecting on a weekly time frame. And then this candle, today's candle, was testing this area and getting a bounce from this area. So I thought that if it is getting a bounce from this area, this is a resistance area on weekly time frame. If it is getting a bounce from this area, there is a high chance it will continue its move to the upside. Okay, so these are the monthly, weekly, and daily analysis. Now, once I completed my monthly, weekly, and daily analysis on the like on chart, now it comes to intraday time frames like 4 hour, 15-minute, 30-minute. Okay. So when I came to 4 hour time frame in the London session, I saw that the market is rejecting from here. So this rejection, market comes down and again showing some rejection at around this area. I try to take an entry at around this area. Once the market started going bullish, breaking this candle high, breaking this candle uh, body. Okay. So this was a simple analysis, and I know that my overall time frame was bullish, so I just wanted to take the buying trade. I did not sell in anywhere in these areas. I was just looking for buying. And on how 30-minute time frame, when I see this sort of candle, these two candles, so I thought that okay, let's suppose if I take an entry somewhere at around this area, stop loss will be around this area. So there is a high chance that it just retests this resistance and then continue its move to the upside. Market exactly did the same thing. Just first retest this area and then just bounced. Okay. And see how it almost retraced all the way back down. So there is a high chance that it will fill this week and continue its move to the up only. But the thing is like whether you want to just keep your position open and just want to, psychologically it is difficult to hold your position and seeing some sort of like giving you 1:1 and just or 1:2 and just coming down to your break even. Gold also some sort of same scenario. Okay, bye bye, happy trading. Let's wrap up this session. Yesterday also I made $300, but this is the thing I want to like highlight the thing with that. If let's suppose I stop trading after getting 370 or $60 yesterday. Okay, and today I made around $360. So I have already made 3 R. Okay. But the thing is like I did not stop trading at around this. I keep trading on New York session also. If I have made good profit on London session, there was no need to just keep trading on like a London session. Because see weekly my expectation on the weekly time frame is like so sorry on a 1 week my expectation is 2 to 5 hour. This is my expectation that in a week if I'm making like in between 2 hour to 5 hour, I'm good. I'm okay with it. Because let's suppose minimum if I'm making 2 hours, so I will be able to pass my forex fund challenge. Okay. And if I'm making 5 hour, then it will be a good. It will be, and with time, like I know that like this strategy is good because it is because if with any strategy you are getting some sort of profit, so it means that that strategy is okay. That strategy is good. You just need to stick to that strategy and just improve that strategy. Not improve that strategy, you have to just mold according to that strategy. With time everything will improve. But the problem is that traders don't give time. New traders, beginner traders, they just want that if I know the strategy, then it must start like giving me profits from the day I start trading. This thing does not work like that. If you are new to the trading, so you must be very patient with, like, you have to understand this thing that there is no problem with the strategy, but the problem with our psychology or our with our knowledge. Like let's suppose yes, absolutely. Once you learn any strategy, you can do lot of things. You can do lot of permutation and combination if you learn any strategy thoroughly. Right now, what I'm planning to do, like I'm planning to implement a thing because see, I talk very clear. with this sort of like thing right now, I'm not able to pass like any perform challenge because I'm not getting consistently 10% in a month, you know. But one thing I am looking at that the thing is scaling, like how we used to do in Gorilla. So if my uh, right now I'm just uh, trying to synchronize higher time frame and lower time frame. Once I get the command on this synchronizing process, once I get the command on this thing, like right now I do the analysis, but subconsciously I am having a fear like whether this analysis will work or not. Because in Gorilla we don't do any analysis. We just mark our high and low and just start taking trades. So this is a little new for me. So once I will be very comfortable with the analysis, then I will start doing scaling. Let's suppose I take an entry. Let's do an example. Let's suppose I take an entry on GJ. I know that our bias is buy. Okay. So if I take any entry, no, trailing stop loss will not be very like I would say that uh, it will not be because on a 15-minute or 30-minute time frame, yeah, adding position will help you out because once you are very confident with your higher time frame analysis and you know that the market will uh, move in your direction and you are very much confident with it. So then what you can do if the market is giving, see, let's suppose this is just a plan which I have thought. I today I try to do that thing, but it did not work out. Okay, and it was not like it was not the analysis problem; it was my execution problem. You know, so I try to this. I can show you. Let me just show you. So that thing. Okay, I get a 1% loss, but it's a learning thing. So the problem was not with me, but the problem was the problem was execution. Problem was not my analysis was okay, everything was perfect, but my execution was not okay. And this is the thing which will improve with time. This is the thing which will improve with time. Let me just show you. I took two trade on GJ. Let me just show you. Yep, this GJ trade. Okay, I took at around this area. It gave me my stop loss at around this area. Okay, this was one trade, and the trade was I think this trade. Okay, you can see both the trades I took at around the same area, and how I took these two trades. See, my analysis was that the market just hit this because on a 4-hour time frame, if you see that the market has hit this resistance area, so there is and we saw this the market has already retested this area, so there was a high chance that it will continue its move to the upside. Okay, this was my analysis in the morning. The market was somewhere at around this area in the morning. Okay, when I tried to take the trade, so I went to 15-minute time frame. Okay, and when I saw this, the market has this was a London Open. When I saw the market has just retested this area and just now is trying to continue its move, I opened my first position at around this area. Okay, stop loss was anywhere. I think it was sorry, it was a buying trade. I took the entry at around this area. Stop loss was somewhere at around this area. Take profit was I think around this area. I think. Yeah, just below because at this area I saw that we had some sort of resistance. You can see we had some sort of resistance at around this area. So this is the thing like streamers don't tell you. No, this is the thing that streamers like Raza Bank or Controller FX or Official Lin. There are so many others. This thing they will show you all the charts. They will show you everything. But the main thing what should I say that the ingredient which will lead you to make this strategy viable. Thing is like if you the missing thing was like a higher time frame and lower time frame synchronizing. So that was the missing thing in my trading. Okay. So see, but the thought process was that I want to take this trade. Okay, and I was like, okay, the market must reach till this area, and I was very much confident because I was my higher time frame analysis was working out. Okay, I thought that okay, my higher time frame analysis is working out. So why don't I do a thing that let's suppose if the I saw that the market was retracing. So I again take one more entry at around this area. Here I saw that a resistance, so I placed one and more entry at around this area. And what I did with the first entry, I just make it break even, and my second entry I just placed somewhere at around this area, like at around this area, I think. Okay. So what the market did, see, there is no problem with the entry or anything. The problem with that, my stop loss was not okay. What I did, I just make this trade break even and just and I opened one more trade, okay, with a 1% risk. So it just took me out at a break even, and in this trade I get 1% risk. But see, everything was perfect in this trade, in these two trades. The problem only was that my stop loss was not okay with that. My first trade, my stop loss should be below this candle. Okay. First, my stop loss was at around this area. Then my stop loss must come below this candle. Okay. And my second trade, if I open my second trade, my stop loss must be at the same area. Okay. So now you will be asking that how can I do how can I do this? See, here if I take a trade at around this area, stop loss is at around this area, means that I am risking 20. Let's suppose I am risking 20 pips, and if I move my stop loss from here to here, okay, so it means that now I am risking only 10 pips. So I have still 10 pip in my hand. Okay, let's suppose I risk $250 in each trade. Okay, so let's suppose if I decrease my stop loss till this area, so I'm risking only $125. I have $125 in my hand. Okay, so what can I can do with that $125? I can open one more position. Okay, if I see any sort of pattern, like how we do in Gorilla, if I see any sort of again entry, we used to take that entry. So this is similar sort of concept. But in this sort of concept, if you try to apply this concept, the two things you have to be very clear. First, the higher time frame analysis, and the second, you have to just think about the proper stop loss. It is not like that, like just in Gorilla we used to just manually it is some sort of mechanical thing. But here in this sort of thing, you have to be very your stop loss must be at a sensible position. Not it is not at any random position like what I did today. No, I just break even it, and opened the second position with a stop loss of around percent risk. So but it will take time. I cannot say that I will start doing this sort of thing like from tomorrow. It is not going to work like that. If you are trying to if you will try to do this thing like so very early, it will just harm your account. The time it will you will start once you will get confidence that okay, if I take this sort of trade. And one more thing I would like to tell you. See, once you have a command on your analysis, so some days will be the days where you will definitely know that you are going to get a big move. Okay, some days, not every day. Some days you will definitely know that okay, today I will be getting my big move. So once you know that when that big move is about to come, that day you can be a little aggressive. Okay, let me just show you. See, let's suppose at this area, let's suppose I know that once the market breaks this candle high, this is some sort of harami pattern. If you know the harami pattern, this is some sort of harami pattern. So once I know that if it breaks this resistance, there is a high chance that it will reach till this area. We have a clean traffic around this area. So if let's suppose I try that scaling strategy in this day, my the chances of getting profits on that day is very high. Okay. So you have to, when you will be getting confident with your strategies, okay, with your analysis, you will be doing this scaling thing with a little ease, because you know that these days will be definitely a big day. Okay. And let's suppose, like, in a week you just catch one, or let's suppose in a month you just catch two or three these good days, and then you will be easily able to make around like 10% on that day easily. Just you have to catch that good day, and it is not a very tough thing, you know. Yeah. Like, let's suppose you do a higher time frame analysis. Yes, let's suppose you do a higher time frame analysis, and according to your higher time frame analysis, because let's see, today I did my higher time frame analysis, and I was expecting that the market may come to retest this area and continue from here. But I was like, okay, if it retest from here also, in the left side we are having not a very clear traffic. We are having wicks at the here. We are having like lots of resistances. You see, lots of resistances all the way. Okay. So today was not that day where I should start seeing some sort of scaling, sort of scaling, aggressive scaling. No, today was not that. So you have to like understand that when you will be doing the analysis again and again, then you will be very easy to understand that when that day is about to come. Okay. This is just like, see, don't look at the time frame. Let's suppose this is let's suppose this is a 15-minute chart or 30-minute chart. Let's suppose this is a 30-minute chart. Okay. So if let's suppose, assume that you are looking at a 30-minute chart, and if you get a break like this, look, this is our play. Okay. This is our play on a 30-minute chart. Okay. Market comes down, retrace, and now when it breaks this area, okay, on a 30-minute chart, we take the trade somewhere around this area, stop loss is at around this area. We know that the market will move. And the same thing is happening on the daily chart also. Are you getting this? We just have to catch this sort of thing. And in a month, you will definitely, if you will become master of it, you will be definitely getting like 5, 6, or 7 days like this. Definitely. And on those 5, 6, 7 days, you have to make your maximum profit. And every trader does this thing. You know, most of the time, every trader is just break even or little profit, 1, 2%, 3%. But when the day comes, they will hit hard and they will make their maximum profit on that day. You have to just catch these days. And with practice, with time, you will be able to catch these days. And the streamers don't tell you, they are not going to tell you about these things. They are just like, they will just show you the chart, but they will not tell you the thing which is going to help you to. They will just tell you to buy their course to learn these things. These are common sense things. These are nothing that we don't know about these things. We know subconsciously, we know everything, but you know, like deliberately, we have to apply these things. Then only we will be able to make good profits. Look at US 30. Just give us nice. It must have had around this area, but I was not comfortable with this weekly resistance. Okay, let's just wrap up this session.